Thank you Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Skateboarding is one of the most creative sports out there. Unlike traditional sports, there's virtually no structure, no rules, and nobody to answer to.
Dude!
And for these reasons, it tends to attract all sorts of different people, including those with a keen eye for the visual element of this discipline, which is why skateboarding and photography have gone hand in hand since its conception. The photographers that have captured the riders we all know and love over the last few decades are a big reason why skateboarding has catapulted to the worldwide stage that it resides at today. With a variety of skate scenes and cultures present all over the world, the people that have chosen to document their skate communities via still or moving imagery are, at least in my opinion, just as important as the athletes themselves. And one of those photographers is this man right here, Dom Westbury. Originally from Plainfield, Illinois, and now residing in Oak Park, Dom has been capturing the skate scene in Chicago for the past few years. I originally came across Dom's work in December of 2020 and was immediately intrigued with the striking imagery he was creating. And in a world of fast-moving action where you might only have one chance to nail a shot, Dom was choosing to shoot much of his work on film. While I imagine most skate photographers were extremely eager to give up their film equipment for modern and more versatile digital gear in the mid-2000s, Dom decided to implement older analog equipment to his workflow in an attempt to create a different type of shooting experience for both himself and the skaters he was capturing. I've met up with Dom and his crew in the heart of Chicago to get a deeper look at his process, find out what drives him to capture these moments, and learn a little bit more about the mindset of the artists and athletes within the world of skateboarding.
Oh my goodness!
We're at PO. Usually just come out here just to link up with everyone, as you see. It's the meeting spot. It's a good flat ground. When people aren't on the ledges, you can skate that, just like a warm-up. So we're just gonna go up to a spot, diagonal from us essentially, and see what we can do. Loaded Chrome turquoise, so it's a red spot. Should be interesting.
One of the reasons I think my interest in your work initially sparked a few years ago is because, I saw you in this world of skate photography, but what was unique to you that I've only seen a couple other people do in the past few years was shoot skating, shoot the culture and the community on film. So when did you decide to start implementing film into your workflow, and why?
Really started implementing it after I got comfortable shooting stuff on digital. My father had a Nikon F2 in the basement. I tinkered around with that for a little bit, got comfortable shooting film first, and then just bought the fisheye for it because I wanted to try it. All these guys did it in the past, and that was the only thing they had to shoot skate photos back in the day. So it only felt right to just try it and give homage and to see how difficult it was back in the day, and the suspense of, did I capture that trick right? Is it properly exposed? All that. But film was just, again, as everyone say, it's just a unique experience and something new to try. You're good. Did the flash just fire? I didn't see. Uh-oh. Well, I've had this issue where this thing doesn't like to fire. That didn't go as planned. What the fuck? That blows a lot.
As we saw, the first day out shooting, there's hurdles that come with shooting on film and using this old equipment. I'm wondering if you can touch on your experience using these old film cameras and then realizing that there are certain situations that it at least makes sense to have a digital camera as a backup.
There's a reason why digital is a thing now. It's just nice to see the photo. You got the photo, and if something's wrong, like, okay, the setting's a little bit different. Let me turn up the ISO. Let me increase the shutter speed. You know that you're in full control, and you know that you can shoot the photo right.
Dom kicks our asses. He gets us out here all the time. That's like his specialty, is getting everybody out on the sesh, which is a challenging thing to do because I don't know how he does it. Always motivated, so super good dude to be around.
It's just cool when people create, like Dom made his zines. It's like, oh shit, Dom's putting out a magazine. I want to get something in it. I want to be on point to be able to get something.
Sick how he's kind of created a big motivation for a lot of the skaters in Chicago to be out getting clips and getting photos and doing all this productive stuff in skating and showing the world Chicago skateboarding. And Dom's like a big factor in having that happen through the mags. I'm happy to be part of it. So it's definitely a great thing for the city and the skate scene.
You bring a film camera out to a spot and the skaters see that you're shooting on film. Do you feel like there's this maybe added pressure on both sides to, you know, nail the trick and then make sure you get the photo because of the limitations that come with film?
I feel like the pressure that would be on the skater is self-induced. They worry about, oh, I'm gonna waste this film. I don't care. I know what I'm getting myself into. I know the expense. There's a reason why I'm shooting it. It's because for my own gratification and just the uniqueness of it. Yeah, it sucks when a full roll is wasted on just attempts that didn't go right, but again, I don't care. I'm doing this for myself and the uniqueness for the skater to see, like, whoa, this is what a film photo looks like for skating.
Picture a youngin' that used to live for the sauce. That used to go on amongst all his bills. Now fast forward up a few years, that little kitty growed up and all of a sudden had to pay bills. My current dichotomy grown from pure curiosity. Guess I didn't know that part of the deal. Don't know how quick it get real. Feeling so fleeting, me and myself need a meeting to make it clearer. Conversate with the mirror. Watch your language when talking to me. I'm the one that's with you. Speak some life in the selfish shit. Opt in the optimism when options turn into prisons. Getting off of the slimmest pickings. Remember this place we in is a thief of joy, it'll steal. But no matter how much it take, I got more to give.
You always want to shotgun something, dude. Here. Cheers, Rich.
It seems like with you and the crew that you hang out with, you guys really gravitate towards natural urban environments. Why is that such an important and integral part of skating, is, you know, finding these natural pieces of the environment that you can use as a spot to skate and photograph?
Being able to go to a spot and skate it in just the natural landscape, that's where skateboarding shines. You can't fake what's already built. We can manipulate it by making it slide better, grind better, but we didn't build the spot. It's not meant to be skated, so there's a thrill factor in the rebellious, I guess.
This is like a plumber putty, and it's like hardens just like steel. You just put it in the cracks, you like grind right through it.
Like, it's always a little more sketchy making the spots skatable than actually skating them. If a security guard sees you skating, they're just gonna kick you out. But if they see you spraying something on it, it's like,
That's probably the sketchiest
you know,
part, aside of
especially like rub bricking something, it's like you're visibly like shaving off
can
concrete.
hear it, too.
Yeah, it's like super loud. But like the spraying too, it's like they're not hyped on that.
Is finding these creative ways to make a spot skatable though, like part of the fun of coming out to a natural area?
100%. Especially around here, it's like a lot of these spots, it's been skated for a really long time, you know? And it's a lot of untouched territory that could really use love. But once something gets made, everybody's like, oh, there's a new spot, so let's just all skate there.
Skateboarding is a beautiful sport. It is, you know. The tricks and all that they do, at the end of the day, like, these young guys doing something positive, they ain't robbing banks and nothing like that, stores and everything. And that's a great thing, and I do hate that I have to brush them off the property, you know what I mean? But I love to see that. I love to see that because, again, they was respectful, they weren't disrespectful to me, you know. They're leaving quietly, so that's a blessing. Overall, skateboarding is a good sport. I just really sit down and watch them skateboard if I could, to be honest.
Yes, sir.
Speaking to the final product when it comes to photography, the image itself, how important is it for you to see the image live in a world beyond your phone or beyond an electronic device?
If I didn't need Instagram to like network with skaters or whatever, I wouldn't have it. Print it's great. It's physical. It brings a tactile feeling to something that would otherwise just end up on a hard drive or forgotten about in a month.
When you go out to shoot on any given day, do you have any expectations for those final images, or is it just something that kind of, you know, if it happens, and that's great?
I just shoot for fun. There's no pressure for me. The only pressure I have is like, okay, I should take a photo today. I want one good photo, or at least something to turn out. I don't care if it doesn't go anywhere. It's just nice to have these photos and something to look back on when I'm older. 20 years from now, when some of us aren't skating as hard or the scene changes a little bit, I'll have these photos to look back on.
I know that you have kind of started this personal project of yours, putting these photos out in print form with your Inner Fulfillment zine. Where did the idea for that project spark from, and where do you see it going in the future?
Just sparked from showing my photos outside of Instagram, like you said, and what I've been saying is that print is just so cool and give you something that the homies can put on their coffee table and flip through and say, hey, look, I'm on the pages of this magazine. Someone can open up to a page and see themselves on a page and in color, and just again, just the tactility of it all.
We're in Chicago. You've lived in Chicago your whole life. How important has being in Chicago and the community and culture that surrounds Chicago been to your photography?
It's really important. I mean, I can't do this by myself. I need everyone else to be a part of it. You need everyone there to back you and be down to do whatever your idea is. The skate shop too is also really important. It's a great communal space for everyone to come out, and even visitors that are traveling, they can come here and ask like, hey, what spots are around? Like, what's something I should do while I have this limited time here? And they really help you showcase your work and just get you started. It's just a nice little place to call home.
Do you feel like you have an obligation to continue to capture the skate culture and community in Chicago, or is it something that on the weekends you just get up and you can just do for fun?
I have no obligation. We're just a group of community just showcasing the city we live in and what we see when we're out in a sesh. Nothing is really that high stakes. It's just something for us to do, have fun, enjoy time with our friends, and just live life.
It's like a lot of people don't really realize that sometimes it's not even about the skating. It's like we can just be hanging out right here and just be like, wow, I had a good day, you know?
You know, bad days, when you're not landing this stuff, I'll still watch the homies and be hyped for them on everything they get, you know, even if it's not my day, but you know, when that's reciprocated, when it is your day, that's even better. And that's just like how you keep the vibes up and like push each other to get better.
So when it comes to skateboarding, I would say having fun is the most important aspect. You know, just being able to shoot with your friends, being able to make videos with your friends, that's always like, in my eyes, it's always like a plus. And it's just something that really just gets you like pushing harder, doing better tricks, just wanted to be a better version of yourself ultimately. The best bus, if there is a thing. I'll do one more to get it clean.
I don't see myself doing anything different. I'm not trying to reach any end goal, like, oh, I need to be in the industry. If it happens, it happens. Ultimately, I'm still going to be out every weekend taking photos as long as my homies can skate and as long as I can wield all my gear around the city. And everyone that really just supported me, like anyone that's bought a magazine, anyone that's taken a photo with me. I can't do this, I can't get better without you guys. And anyone that's been in a photo, anyone that supported me, I can't thank you enough. I can't do this without a subject.
Squarespace is the best in the business when it comes to building a new website. Whether you're a photographer, artist, musician, or starting a new business, Squarespace has all the tools you need to get a professional website up and running. I recently hosted an entire online photography gallery that featured 100 photographers from around the world on my personal website, and that's all thanks to Squarespace. The website building interface is extremely intuitive and absolutely zero coding is necessary. They have a ton of fantastic templates to choose from, and from there you can begin to further customize the look and feel of your site to make it unique to you. On top of that, they have great e-commerce tools that let you keep track of orders, inventory, customers, offer memberships, and more. And with fantastic customer service, you're always in the clear if you ever need help along the way. If you'd like to receive 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain, head over to squarespace.com/Bray or use code BRAY at checkout to do so.